Starting stream health is still poor, and it is still 5 seconds behind. And I can't see my chat either. We seem to be having some technical difficulties. There's the chat. This is really like difficult. Ashe, peace, greetings. I still can't see you guys, and I'm still lagging like a lot. I can't see their chat, and I'm lagging. Like I'm way behind what they're saying. So if you guys can see me, if you guys can hear me, please go ahead and type something in the chat. Yeah, I know, but I still can't see them, and I'm still like lagging behind. I can't see me either, so it's like I'm confused. Okay, so T Will says that he can hear me. I'm still lagging though, like my stream health is like okay. So on my end, I'm lagging, and I'm not sure why. I'm lagging. I don't know what part I'm on, or if y'all can even see what I'm doing. So this is extremely hard for me because I can't see anything. I can't see what I'm doing. Like the computer is moving. Um, a few seconds behind me. It's lagging. I understand that you guys can see it, but I cannot see it. So it's very confusing to me, and I really want to do this live on YouTube. It looks like my stream health has came up a little bit more, so maybe that will speed up my video, and then I'll be on time with what I'm doing here. Okay, so I just stopped for a second to see how far behind I am. It looks like I'm lagging like 5 minutes. 5 seconds or so behind. Like my hand right now is on my chin, and on my video, it is not even showing that. So that is throwing me off. I really don't want to take this off of YouTube and go back to my Facebook because I know some of you guys do not have Facebook. But for me, this is confusing the hell out of me. And I'm just going to be honest. I can't ignore our image if I'm going to pull cards and be on time. Like, this is the card that we're pulling, and then respond to them. Okay, that's kind of hard. That's hard for me. Okay, so that's what he says. But if you guys are here, we're gonna just keep going. Fine. If you guys don't mind it, then fine. I do mind it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay, so everybody says coming through clearly on their end. So I appreciate you guys joining. I just wanted to discuss a few things with you guys. Um, One of them that I wanted to speak about is when you guys are divining or calling on diviners to give you guys services such as readings and things of that nature. Um, some people like to do readings and they take those readings not seriously, like as if the person is just going to be using their gifts to read them. So they ask mundane questions. When you are doing a reader, when you're doing a reading, and if you're dealing with a true reader, they're going to have spirits in the room. They're going to have certain spirits that they're going to go through to get the information to you, to get the information through from the spiritual realm to you. So when you are asking questions that like make no sense or are very, very like worldly and mundane, you can offend the spirits. You can irritate the spirits just by calling them and asking them if Joe Bob is going to come back or if Susie's going to come back and love you. Those are things that the spirits are not concerned with. Okay, so I wanted to bring that to your attention simply because I've had a few readings in which people have been asking these really, really, really mundane questions, these really, really, really earthly questions, and the spirits are like, that's not what we're here for. Right, they genuinely are getting irritated with people, and they're saying this is not what we're here for. They don't want to look into if Jane from 10 years ago is going to come back and be with you. They don't care about those things. And that's something that is important to recognize when you're dealing with spirits. If you're wasting the spirit's time when you need something serious, like how are you going to get on your destiny? How are you going to get onto your life path? These spirits will start to ignore you because you begin to vex them. You start to get on their damn nerves. You're getting on their nerves at this point when you're asking them these questions that make no sense or they have no spiritual value to them. So you want to make sure that when you're calling these readers and you're getting the reader's attention, that unless if they're not a real reader, then you can call them and you can ask them mundane questions. But if they are a reader that have Papa Legba come in to open the gates to get in for you, or they have Baron Sambi or Mama Bridget or any of those other energies to come in and to give you answers and to give you guidance, and you're talking about is Susie, Bill, Bob, or whatever going to come back to you from 10 years ago in your life, they don't give a shit about none of that. Okay? And also, because they don't care about that, I'm not going to be doing those simple ass readings anymore. I will sense the irritation in the spirit because I am an empath, and sometimes I will find myself getting irritated with people, and it's not even me getting irritated with people, it is the spirit themselves being irritated with that person, and I'm an empath and I've opened myself to these energies, and now I'm irritated with this person, and I had to realize that it's not even me that's irritated with this person, but it is the spirits that are irritated with this person because they keep coming for these mundane ass readings about stupid shit that means nothing to the spiritual realm, and then they're getting irritated. So from this point on, I will no longer be doing those type of readings. I will no longer be doing mundane readings. You can check the chat if you'd like to, Baba D. If you guys have questions and stuff, or you want to make a comment, like I said, I am lagging, but I will get to your questions and your comments. I do past life readings. Is it Kishanta? I like your name, Kishanta. I do past life readings. And T Will says, I don't blame you. So no love questions. We will be able to do love questions. And also I wanted to speak on those who get work done. We need to speak on those who get work done, okay? I will be doing love readings and love questions, which is fine. But if you have had work done or you've paid me to do like a love reading or a love spell or any type of reading, fertility, any of those things, if you are constantly calling and saying, can I get an update? 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 Because you are worrying about your results of your spiritual work, you alone can counteract any spiritual work that we are doing for you, because you're constantly worrying about it. You're not allowing the spirit to do what it is the spirit needs to do. So sometimes if you keep worrying about a certain outcome of the work, you will unintentionally manifest the outcome that you do not desire when you're paying someone to do work for you. Nothing happens overnight spiritually. Everything is going to be a process. I have people that I work with that hire me to do spiritual work with them, and I don't hear from them unless they need some type of instruction on the instructions that I have given them. But as far as them calling every other day and saying, hey, can I get an update? Hey, what's going on? Or hey, what's going on? Especially some spells like may require that you give the spell to the earth. You're pouring this out. You're going to bury this. You're going to allow the earth to run its course and carry the work out for you. Okay, once it's given it, right. Right, you destroy it. The whole point of the magic is for us to focus on it and release that shit, and you keep it in here when you constantly contacting us about that magic. You're supposed to do your rituals and forget about it. Let it go. And give it time to manifest. And now I gotta think about your shit every other day because you keep calling back, and now the work isn't working. Right, the work isn't gonna work. Your own work. And another thing, we're not saying that the spirits don't care about your love life, and don't care about you being happy or anything like that. But when there are bigger things to focus on, like we're trying to put you on this part of your wall, and you want to know where your day coming from. Right. They hate that. The spirits really get irritated with that. They're gonna send you that person to love you anyway. Right. When you get on your wall. Right. That's why they focus on that shit. But you focusing on this one little piece of it. And that's why they begin so fucking irritated. and you can't understand why your workers aren't working or why you're not seeing the results. When you hire a worker to do work for you, then you need to do the work. The worker is going to do the work. Then you need to allow the spirit realm to take the time to manifest those things for you. If you're constantly worried about it, if you're constantly putting negative energy into, like, or you're fearful, or this might not be working, or this might not be working, you could pay somebody to do the work, but is it going to come out the way that you want it to be done? No, it's not. Is it going to come out how you desire? No, it's not, because you're so consumed with, I need an update. I need an update. Sometimes when you do your magic, and basically with all the magic that you do, you are going to need to let that shit go. Period. Let it go. Do the work. The work is done. Once we give it to the earth has control over it. We don't no longer, me and my guy, Papa D, do not no longer know what stage your magic is going to be in, especially if it's a spell that causes for us to give it to the earth or bury it or something like that. Like, we don't know when this shit gonna come to fruition, but it's your job as someone who spent your money to be hired to start looking for the sign of the outcome that you desire. So if you're looking for a love ritual, are you going to run into this person? If you run into this person, are you hearing this person's name more than what you would normally hear it? That's how you know that your work is working. If the person's name that you're doing your love ritual with, you start seeing their name and say their name was John. You start seeing John on billboards and stuff like that. Then you know your work is working. Then you know your work is working. So Kishanta says, thank you. I hate my name. How do we book? And I want to have a past life reading, and I need a reading to find out my Orisha or Loa. We do offer Orisha and Loa readings. Those are on the business page, on the Facebook page. The Facebook is Asha Israel as well. You can book your reading through Instagram, which is Asha Israel, Asha underscore, or the Asha Israel underscore 717. That's the Instagram page. You can book there for your readings. Let's see, what else did she ask? Also, sending me money while we're speaking about booking readings. If you send me money to my account and you have not spoken to me, it's going to be counted as a donation. If you would like a reading, then you need to contact me, and then you need to make sure that I have time to do your reading. We have scheduled your reading. We have booked your reading. You cannot just assume that I'm going to be able to do your reading whenever you send some money, say this is for this or this is for that. No. You need to book a time. You don't know what's going on in my life. I have things going on in my life too. I have a family. I have a tribe of my own that I'm trying to take care of as well. So don't just send me money unless you have talked to me and said, I need this reading. And then you have confirmed that I have the time and the space and the availability to give you the reading. Don't just send me no money and say, well, you owe me something, or assume that I'm just going to be able to do your work or do your reading for you when you have not spoken to me. You need to confirm. You don't do any business like that with anybody. You don't pay your barber before you know you can get into that chair. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make sure that you can get into that chair before you pay your barber. You know? So we do accept donations and all of that as well. And the PayPal is paypal.me/BelaAura. That is where you will make your payments for your reading as well. We do accept Cash App donations as well. And that is capital ASHA. Those are all capital IS. That's capital as well. And then the lowercase REAL, Asha Israel. And if you're sending a donation, that's fine. But if you are paying me to do work for you, you need to have some type of contact with me before you send any money to my account. Because I don't want you to feel like I owe you, or I'm just going to do it because you sent me money, or I'm obligated to do it because you sent me money when you have not spoken to me and you have not checked with me. Okay? So I need you all to make sure that you are making contact with me, that we confirm your appointment, and then you send me money. No payments are due on the readings unless you would like to pay in advance until the reading starts. Before the first card is pulled, that is when your payment is due. Not days before, not hours before. That's when your money is going to be due. And I say to. I want to know what my loving ancestors are. They're not getting with me. Okay, so T Will wants to know where his loving ancestors are. They are not getting with me. That's what he says. T Will, you're gonna have to get with them. You're gonna have to get with them, T Will. And that's the honest to God situation here. If you have a grandmother that has passed, an auntie or uncle that has passed, that has been in your life, for your greatest good. They treated you well when they were alive. They look after you. If they were good to you, you start with those closest family members to you that have passed and went on. Okay, that's who you start with. And then your ancestors, your angels and guides will lead you to Papa Legba, who is the gatekeeper.
That's the foundation.
And that's
Your
where you started.
ancestors.
Your ancestors are going to be your foundation. And then once that foundation is built, then your ancestors will guide you to the gatekeeper, who's going to hold the keys to your destiny, the path to your destiny, and all of those things. Ashe, thank you, Hannah Love for joining us. Ashe, Ashe.
Okay.
It has been a while since I have been with my original soul group members on YouTube. It feels wonderful. So,
One that passed close to me, maybe that's
oh, you have no one that passed close to you. You didn't know your grandmother or anyone if your grandmother is still living.
why.
You can speak to the elders in your family. If they have good stories about these individuals, there's nothing wrong with reaching out to them. So if you have an elder in your family, like maybe if your grandmother is still alive, she can tell you about her mother or tell you about her father.
True.
And if there's good stories attached to that, well, this person was very loving, very kind, always looking out for children, always making sure that we were safe. That's an ancestor that you can reach out to. If they're like, oh, well, this person was horrible, a rapist, a murderer, just a liar, then you don't want to reach out to that ancestor because you know that that ancestor has the characteristics of somebody who in life you would not want to deal with.
Until he can get names, he can always go with the basic. I say to all ancestors, known and unknown, that have my best interest at heart.
That is something as well, you
That's
guys.
what starts drawing ancestors that your parents' parents don't even know about.
Yep.
That is still riding for you. That starts drawing that energy towards you.
That is as well another way as well. You can always say to my ancestors known and unknown that mean me well. And any ancestor that does not mean you well will not show up. Okay? So that's another way that you can do this. So we were going to pull some cards. I wanted to make sure that we all were able to talk about the few things that the ancestors wanted me to bring to you all's attention, especially about these readings. I will no longer be in petty ass mundane ass readings. If you guys want to know when Billy Bob and shit is coming back, you're gonna need to divine on your own to find that shit. I need the real people who are trying to find their life path, their destiny. They're trying to break generational curses. They're trying to step into their power. I need those real people to come to me for the readings. I don't want anybody to come to me for the readings because my ancestors, my angels, and my guides are telling me that I can no longer use my gift for those types of things. So I'm going to start rejecting those readings. I don't want anyone to think just because you have money, I'm going to offer my energy and my gift to what it is that you're trying to pay me for because it's not about the money. It's about my destiny and my life path. And my ancestors say that's something that we're not going to be dealing with anymore. You are going to need to find another reader who wants to deal with the mundane shit, what's going on in everybody else's life, what's going on in everybody else's business. If that's what you're going to have to find to do those readings for you because Asha is no longer doing it. But we are going to pull some cards, you guys.
And you always give them a chance to ask questions at the end of their reading. There's nothing wrong with throwing in a quick love question. Because everybody craves love. Do not make the center of the reading about that shit.
Right. Because that's not going to help
That's
you.
the entire point of this. Don't take a reading that's supposed to be taken serious with your mundane shit. If you still concerned with your mundane shit, ask it at the end of the reading. Take the important message and get that at the end. But don't make the entire reading focused on that.
Right. And when y'all do y'all readings with me, y'all know that spirit runs my readings. Okay?
They be
I
here.
say to Barisami, that's right. I say.
Ashe.
The spirit runs my readings, you all. So when they want to say something to you, what they have to say, I'm just going to be honest with you, even if you are paying your money, is more important than what you want to know. What they have to say to you is going to be more important than what it is that you feel like you want to know. Because what they have to say to you is going to guide you, is going to direct you, is going to tell you what to look out for, is going to help you along your path. The shit that you probably just want to know just because you want to know, it's not going to help you. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull some cards and we're going to speak with the ancestors. We're going to call Baron Sambi in here. We're going to call Mama Bridget in here. We're going to call Mama Marie Laveau in here. We're going to call our ancestors, our Gades, the Barons. We're going to call our angels and our guides to come in. And we're going to try to get them to explain to us what it is that we need to be focused on as a soul group. And none of this mundane shit, because the way the world is going right now, people's veils are being lifted. The mask is being lifted off of everyone. Some of y'all have been even getting into it with friends and family members because this is the year of vision.
2020 vision.
Right. So all the shit that you was blind of, you're going to be able. And yeah, that's right. Contracts are almost due. Somebody know what they talking about.
They really know what they're talking
Somebody
about.
know what they talking about.
I said it
Contracts
to
are
you.
almost due. Y'all better get on y'all shit
For real,
and
for
get off
real.
of this shit. Anybody involved in nonsense, before I even start pulling cards, anybody involved in nonsense will be eliminated. Anybody involved in bullshit will be eliminated. And this person in the comments here that's giving out shade to Baron Sambi knows what's up. Because if you're being eliminated in this round, Baron Sambi the one that's coming to get you. Especially if you call. Especially if you have a job that you're supposed to be doing on this earth and you are not doing it. They will dig your fucking grave quicker than a motherfucker because they have ancestors. Those of you all who are looking for fertility, right? Those of you all that are looking to have a child, they have ancestors that are ready to come back and do what it is that you're not willing to do. It's Cece. That's my girl, y'all. Ashe. That's my girl, y'all. Yeah. There's some contracts, some soul contracts are almost due. So if you're not going to get on the program that you desire to be on, then you are not going to make it. Someone's going to pick a path for you to be on. The earth is going to pick a path for you to be on. It won't be the one you on that you desire to be on, the reality that you're creating. Y'all get off that bullshit. You do not have time to be arguing with anybody. You do not have time to be fighting with anybody. You do not have time to be doing any of that shit. And if you are caught up in any of that shit, they're going to assume that you are not ready to take your position and eliminate your ass.
Yeah.
So it's time for you all to get it together. Right. You're a non-working priest, a non-working warrior. So we're going to be pulling from the Words of Truth deck. We do give Ashe to our higher selves, our Aries, the Orishas inside of us, the keeper of our personal destiny. We give Ashe to Papa Legba because we love him and nothing ever changes with that. We give Ashe to Baron Sambi. We give Ashe to Mama Bridget, Mama Marie Laveau, the Gades, the Barons, and the ancestors known and unknown that mean us well.
And Ashe to the great honorable high judge.
And Ashe to the honorable high judge. I don't know who she is, but y'all better be on y'all shit. Because if you ever stand before her, oh my God. But anyways, Ashe to her. And yes, Cece says, man, it started right after our reading. It's not a game. It's definitely not a game, y'all. So we're gonna ask our ancestors to come through. We're gonna ask them to give us some cards on what we need to be focused on. Focused on our forms. See, I can't see this. And I can't see if you guys can see it because I'm lagging. But I'm gonna hold this up here until I see it on the camera. Boom, it's on my camera on my end, you guys. So our form. Okay? The way we are doing things, what we are doing, the way we are doing things, you guys. We need to be focused on that. Pleasure. I feel from this card, as I'm touching it, that it's time for us to be able to see the pleasures of life. But this is only if you choose to do so. I'm going to go forward because it looks a little back. You know, that's only if you choose to do so. If you want to be on bullshit and you want to be arguing and you want to be caught up in the worldly shit, then this is not what you're going to experience. Okay? You're not going to experience the pleasure in your walk. You're not going to experience pleasure in your atmosphere. You're going to experience the same shit you've been focused on. Drama, pain. Why you can't find a man. You're going to be forever looking for his ass. You're going to be forever looking for her ass. Okay? Ashe, the awakened warrior. It's time to be getting it in, y'all. Sexuality. Yeah, it's time to be getting it in.
This card came.
It's them ancestors, and there's some to be that are ready to come back. If you guys are looking to have children, it is our time. Okay. And then another thing about this, especially when we give Ashe to Baron Sambi, he really does not like Baron Sambi. He really doesn't like, the European standard of what sexuality has become. Like, everybody's prude and they're not able to express themselves sexually. They're having these issues with who they are inside. Just be you. And focusing on that. The Barons are also, she said, damn, I knew it. Or he said, T will say, damn, I knew it. Yeah. But the Barons are over life and death. They're over life and death, that cycle. So
Always gotta
right, so that's why in Louisiana, in New Orleans, they dance after the funerals and they're dancing very sexually, even during the carnival and the Mardi Gras and stuff like that. They're
Mhm.
dancing very sexually, and they hold their funeral services differently because they understand that there's a cycle that happens when you die. There's always recreation.
Yes.
There's always sex again
The
to bring
word,
it back in.
you know, the
You
meaning
know,
for the word carnival in that culture, it
is
means farewell to flesh.
mm-hmm.
They embrace death. It's not
They do.
worn down that one little piece of all the United States. It celebrates death.
That's true. And we are everybody
And
else looking
everybody
at it
around them, they be
different.
mourning that.
Yep.
Yeah.
My spirit's like the middle of this cards. Tiara. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you guys are not in alignment
Mm-hmm.
by the time they say it is time to lift that veil and all the masks come off. When they say it's safe for your mask to come off, like I told y'all in another video, the spiritual mask will come off. This is what the world is about to experience. Those who are not connected correctly.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be some shit like you've never seen before.
Everybody wearing masks already.
Right. Everybody wearing masks. But when the masks come off, this is what y'all need to express. Missy Mack says it makes a whole lot of sense. It does. These ancestors are not playing. This is a time to reset. And if anybody is out here thinking that they actually have time to bullshit and they actually have time to be in drama, be out here fighting and arguing with motherfuckers, anybody think that they have time to actually do that, they are absolutely wrong. Okay? Manifestation. Okay? Focusing on manifesting the things that we desire in our life right now and then walking into them.
Things you focus on, the things you give your attention to,
Right.
what you manifest.
Y'all hear what
That
Baba
is
D
your
just
magic
said?
right there. Whatever gets the majority of your attention is what you are going to attract into your life.
That's what you're gonna attract.
That
That's
is
what
your
you're gonna do.
magic.
That's it right there.
That's what the rituals are for, to give you something to focus on
All
to
right.
get the things in your life that you want.
You know what? We got Conscious Living Soul in the building. You guys definitely go out and subscribe to Conscious Living Soul. Check out her website, Conscious Living Soul. She's got all of your esoteric jewelry needs there. Make sure you guys check her out. She's awesome. Thanks, guys, for tuning in on this situation. Like, I'm definitely serious, guys. But check out my homegirl there. She's got you guys covered on that EMF jury. I'm sure she's got everything you guys need. All right. Manipulation. Okay. My daddy used to tell me something with this manipulation card. I'm going to put this on out there. Okay. My daddy used to tell me, if you don't govern yourselves, you'll be governed by others. You feel me? Okay. So if you don't manifest your reality, your reality will be manifested for you. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't manipulate this shit, then you will be manipulated. It's dog eat dog, you guys. And again, if you guys would like to make any donations or set up or book a reading, you guys can catch me at Facebook, and that's Asha Israel. You guys can email me. Is that at israelasha@gmail.com. You guys can, or Beautiful Light. We still have that as well. Beautiful Light of Israel @gmail.com. You guys want to make any donations? You guys can do the Cash App, which is capital ASHAIS and then lowercase REAL, Asha Israel, and then that PayPal is paypal.me/Bela Aura. Okay? Let's see. Truth. It's time for the truth to be revealed, you all. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. Okay? That's really what I have to say about this card, because I've been telling you guys for a long time that they about to lift this veil and this shit about to go down. I think I started telling you guys in 2018, right? This shit was about to fucking go down. And now we are in 2020. This shit is about to fucking go down. Missy Mack says it's time for us to stop taking things that surround us for granted. That's true.
You gotta walk in gratitude.
That is true. That's exactly what they're asking for. That's all they're asking for. All of our ancestors are asking that we walk into gratitude. They're asking for our love, honor, respect, and proper representation. If you had any home training, that's something that should come natural.
Yeah.
You know, if you had a grandma that would smack the hell out of your ass,
Yeah.
all of those things that the ancestors are asking us to do, walk in gratitude and love, honor, and respect them and give proper representation. If your grandma seeing you coming out the house looking raggedy, she gonna say, "Get your ass in there,"
Yeah.
you know,
This
and,
is that self love
right,
when you was a kid.
and get yourself together,
Yeah.
you know. So she's right. She's definitely right. It's time for us to stop taking these things for granted. We need some good ones, Spirit. Let's get deep. Let's get deep. Joy. I think there's gonna be joy in some truths that come out.
I think
You
it
know what
will
I'm
be
saying?
too.
It's
This
gonna be
is
some
the
joy.
biggest spiritual awakening ever.
Yeah, it's gonna be some joy and some truths that come out. And the important thing is being brave, y'all, because when the veil come off, especially if you all are seers, when you are seers, you see the good and you're gonna see the bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And when you see the bad, when they show you the bad things, that's them giving you an opportunity to manipulate. Where that card at? To manipulate. That's going to give you an opportunity to manipulate your reality so that you don't have to experience that negative timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do it to me all the time. They show me, you know,
Yeah.
they show me like, look, this is what it could be, but this is what you can do with it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So you might lose a lot of people, and I don't mean like death. I mean like friends, family members that you can no longer associate with because the shit's getting real, and you have to focus on you.
It doesn't serve your best
Right.
interest anymore.
It doesn't serve you anymore. You might lose some people, and you might see that some fake ass motherfuckers coming off. That's what I mean by losing people. Some people masks could come off. Some fake ass motherfuckers that you thought was really on your side ain't on your side no more. But in the end, letting these things go and recognizing what the spirit is trying to do for you will allow you to move forward
Mm-hmm.
and allow you to have joy. And that's that good shit. And I'm just being honest with you guys, man. We're going to allow the spirits to pull just a few more cards for you all. And then we will take some questions. Resentment. Okay.
This is also a time for shadow work.
I think it is too. And that's what I'm getting from this card. If you guys are holding any resentment in your heart, that's also a dangerous situation. To have these type of energies, these ancestor spirits come onto you, upon you with that stuff on, you ain't going to be able to elevate. If you're holding any type of anger or resentment and you want to fight and you want to argue and you want to show how powerful you are and you want to throw magic at motherfuckers because you're holding resentment against them for any type of reason, that is going to fuck you up. I'm going to push my card for it because I'm seeing in here that it's far back and I know that I'm lagging, but whatever.
There you go.
But yeah, so we're up there. So you guys need to let go of any resentment that you have in your heart. Try your best to forgive whoever may have hurt you and harmed you, because in the end, it's not really even hurting them because they're living their life. They may not even be aware that they hurt you, but you harboring that is blocking you from your growth, blocking you from your highest level of elevation. Right. And letting go of the resentment is for you. It's not for that person.
It's not for that. It's for you to let that shit go. That's unnecessary baggage.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and flip through it and shuffle some. Give it a couple more. T. Will says, thanks, you helped me with that point, Asha. Ashe, this is the spirit. I don't know what's going on in y'all lives. Y'all know what's going on in y'all lives. And I just want to say, thank you to the spirit for allowing me to be able to even deliver our message to you all so that everybody can be focused and everybody can be on their path. Everybody can be doing what they need to be doing instead of focusing on dumbass shit. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I have not been on Facebook posting, but I've been scrolling and I've been seeing a lot of bullshit. And it's coming from a lot of the soul group members, and it's all like drama. Like, y'all is tripping. This time right here, my nigga, is not the time you need to be playing with. Like, come on now. Like, this is life or death. The whole world has shut down. The spirit realm has shut down. That's so above, so below. So if it's happening now, you know what's happening up there. And y'all are still focused on some bullshit and some drama, ready to fight. Right. Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with you? But I'm coming, and I'm not blaming anybody. I'm here to just snap you into it, snap you out of it. I mean, there you go, snap your ass out of it,
Yeah,
so
Neo
that you can
information.
focus. Yeah, so that you can focus and get on your spiritual shit because they're not playing with you, and they don't have time. We don't have time. Shit is shifting, and shit is shifting fast. Okay, so I'm hearing three more cards. I'm gonna give three more cards to the spirits, and then I'm gonna be up out of here. That's probably all they have to say. But I want to give the deck. This is 200 cards. I'm just pulling it out of the box that it's in. A good shuffle, so we can get that three cards in there real good. And then I'm getting off of here because this is really weird that I'm lagging, and I've never shot a video like this before, where I was just like all in the lag.
At
But
least it's coming through
yeah,
clear for them, hopefully still.
yeah.
Because we've been lagging on this side.
We've never been right on time.
Yeah.
Like I could see like after. Well, we getting closer because you see I just smacked it in all this. But whatever. Anyways, Ashe to Kendra. Thank you for showing up. All right. Make sure you guys share this live and then make sure y'all hit the notification because I don't know if y'all be knowing when I be posting videos or not. So like make sure y'all hit the notification, make sure y'all share. So we're gonna give the spirits um oh, it says it's very clear. Even you see the comments on time. I have like a million kids on my Wi-Fi right now. I'm sure they didn't got back on it because
Yeah.
it's been a minute. But that's probably why it's lagging on my end. But I'm glad you guys are getting that in real time. So that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mama Marie, Mama Bridget. Okay, so I'm here, Mama Marie. She want to speak. She gonna give us three cards. I'm gonna put it in three decks, y'all. Okay, I'm splitting the decks up in three decks. Middle, middle. They like that.
Mm-hmm.
Middle, middle. So that's where we're pulling from. Laughter. That
Back to
was
the
right after
joy.
the joy, right? This
Mm-hmm.
was right after the joy card. You guys have to understand that they are really offering, if you guys can hunker down and do y'all shadow work, that laughter, that joy, and work on yourselves and tap into y'all power. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be able to experience the good things. You're only going to experience the shit that is going on in the world if you do not tap in right now. Like this is like the best shit you can ask for. And I'm just gonna be honest with you because
Yeah.
life really down here overall, people would say sucks. But since I've been around the gay days, they're really like, no, it doesn't suck. It's actually pretty fun, and you gotta laugh about some shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like y'all have to be able to see a different side of this, and they're offering you a different side of this. Okay, laugh, you guys. Don't take everything so seriously. Take your spiritual walk serious.
And don't take the things that happen while you
Yes.
walking serious.
There you go. There you go. Baba D got it. You know, middle, middle, side, middle. Trust them. Trust them.
And trust
Okay? And
yourself.
trust yourself. That was coming next. Trust them and trust yourself. Your Ori, your higher self. Your higher self, the little voice that you hear that tells you, don't do this, don't do that. You're in danger. Like, get out of here. You
Mm-hmm.
need to trust your Ori. You guys do not need Baba Luau. I'm glad I am on my YouTube and not on fucking Facebook. Y'all don't need no damn Baba Luau. If you need a Baba Luau, you need one. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have a good one. I know his name. He's not my Baba Luau, but I know one, or Repower on Facebook, and he is trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? He's proven himself to me that this dude is the real deal. He's a real Baba Luau. So if you all wanted to go that route, that's fine. But really, your Ori is the only spirit that's going to be able to walk with you until the end, to see it through until the end. Not Papa Legba, not Obasala, not Oshun, not none of these people are going, not energies, I'm sorry, not none of these energies going to be
Mm-hmm.
able to walk you through until the end, but your Ori, which is the Orisha inside of you. And if you have an Orisha inside of you, it's an Orisha who can connect with the other Orishas. Therefore, you don't need a middleman. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the Orisha, you got Orisha that live right inside of you. But I digress because people gonna want to argue and say you can't live like that. You need to be initiated by a man, but all of these energies live inside of you, and you have an Orisha who is inside of you, who is your Ori, who is that little voice, your higher self, that says to you, get the hell out of here, you're in danger. Look down, there's $100 bill on the ground. Do this, do that, you ain't safe. That's the same voice that tell you, oh boy ain't shit, oh girl ain't shit, the first time you see them without even having a conversation with them, and you already know that you ain't gonna fuck with them like that.
Mm-hmm.
Trust yourself and trust your ancestors, your angels, and guides, but always trust yourself more. Why? Because it's you, it's your walk, and they already had their walk. I'm just being honest. They're here to help guide you, but if your higher self, if any spirit comes to you and say, do this, and your higher self is like, don't do that shit, I promise you, if you listen to your higher self over that spirit, no matter what that spirit is, you will pass whatever test they throwing at your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because your higher self is going to tell you, this ain't it. And that's how you don't end up in a worship situation. The relationship that you want to have with the ancestors, the Orishas, and your guides is a codependent relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You give me my love, honor, respect, proper representation, ashes, offerings, and all that, and I protect you. I provide for you. I make sure you don't have to worry about where your food's going to come from. I make sure that any enemy that have an arrow for you gets shot down. Like, you get what I'm saying? They're making sure your path is clear. They're finding your treasures out here that you placed upon the earth before you even got here to make your walk easier. They're finding those things for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So you're not worshiping them. You're working with them. And yes, you are a God, but you are a God that needs the help of other gods, other energies to help you walk.
One body.
Right. If you're so filled with, I'm a God, I'm a God, I'm a God, they're not going to help you when you're getting attacked down here because you're God and you should be able to figure the shit out yourself. You feel me? They're not going to be like, yeah, he's a God, we're going to help him. No, they're going to be like, you God. You got it. Your ancestors, angels, and guys, especially if you're like, I'm God, I run it all. You have to humble yourself before your elders. Yeah, you're a God, but your soul might be younger than some other souls. And there might be more, there is a rank when it comes to this. You get what I'm saying? There's a whole rank here. Oh, okay. So Kendra said, Flex. Oh my God. My God. Flex in the building. Everybody get Flex on Ashe. Okay. Kendra says, I swear I need to see this. This was for me. Ashe. We got one more from Mama Marie Laveau. Give us a good one. Gifts. This says present, you guys. But every time I see this, I be seeing present, like gift. And I be seeing present, like now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see it both. Like I see like presents, gifts right now.
Mm-hmm.
In the present. We giving out presents. But you don't get them presents if you don't put in that work.
Mm-mm.
You get that terror. Where that terror card is. Let me throw it up there, back up there on the screen for you guys. We got a lot of teas. And terror. Okay? So if you don't do your shadow work, this is what you experience. You don't have a choice. Like literally, if you're called and you're not answering your call, then they're going to back you in a corner. Like you really don't have free will. I mean, you do. You could be like, I'm not going to do this work. I ain't going to do this shit. And then they'll just remove themselves from you, and then you will be unprotected, and then you'll die because like you're unprotected. And I say die like I don't mean like you just gonna drop dead. I mean like you gonna walk this shit out until something happens and you ain't got no protection, and then you out. Period. But there
is no choice for the chosen.
If right, there really isn't a choice. I mean, but you can choose because you can be like, no, I don't want to do this shit, and they're gonna say, all right. And then you have no protection, no guardians, no nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? So you really do have a choice. It's there, but if you do it now, and you start to get in it now, and you start to set yourself in alignment so that you can get that life contract, that new one, which is all that you desire, all that you want. You're manifesting it. You are manipulating the reality. You are using the God particle in you at the same time, respecting your elder spirits, not just like I'm God and I'm manifesting shit and I'm powerful. It's I am a God. But yes.
Rebuild your mind back into what you really are.
Yep.
Which is a God. That's why you're working with other gods.
And you need
you're not worshiping, you're working with them to rebuild your God mind.
Yes, and you need the information.
Human, yes, all those voices and things like that. get filtered through the human brain or that way of thinking, and that's why you try to shove them off and keep on your materialistic walk. They're
Mm.
changing your entire way of thinking so you can process what's happening around you as a god again.
Yep.
And those are your gifts. That's what they're helping you build back up to.
Yeah, and you need the information for one, because your ancestors, they live inside of you.
Yes.
The DNA is inside of you. So that's how, and this is how I'm gonna prove it to you, how they can take an ancestry DNA test and they say you were related to, George Washington or whatever the fuck. Because George Washington is still alive in this person, and this baby can be like a day old, and they can give it a DNA test, an ancestry test, and say this was your bloodline.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So your ancestors still live in you. So everything that they knew, you have inside of you. You have all of that knowledge, and if you don't work with them, they don't have to activate and share that information with you, so you can make it down here today. You know.
No.
So T. Will says tarot is the beginning of the end. Tarot is the beginning of the end, but the end is also the beginning again. So Ursher Bursher bitch. Our barrels. Yes. Ursher Bursher bitch. But our barrels. And that's just the cycle of life. The snake eating its tail. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is. But yeah, I'm finna get out of here. If you guys want to book your readings, book your readings. Make sure that you contact me first. If you send any money to my accounts and you have not talked to me first, I'm going to assume that it is a donation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that. You need to make sure that I have time available because I do have a life outside of this. I have children. I have a guy. I got a family that I have to attend to. And I also have to attend to myself. So if you guys want to book your readings, go ahead and book your readings through Facebook, through my email. You can use that beautiful light of Gmail. Beautiful light of Israel at gmail.com. Or you can use the Instagram, which is Asha Israel underscore 717. And or you can use the Facebook page, Asha Israel. Please like and subscribe and share. So we finna be out, you guys. I think that's all the comments and everything.
I think we got everything.